Welcome to the virtual Transfer College Fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Counselors and StriveScan. Thanks for joining us. It's a few housekeeping announcements before we get started with the presentations. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. It's a good idea to include the institution name in your question so that we know who it's addressed to. If it's addressed to a specific institution, if it's a general question, then you can leave it that way. Your cameras and microphones are off, so get as comfortable as you'd like and just listen to the great information the panelists will share. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. And at the same website, you'll be able to find this presentation's recording and all of the presentations. They'll all be recorded and available in about a week at the same website, like I said, strivescan.com/Virginia. So I think we have handled all the housekeeping, and we will get ready for our first presentation, and it'll be from the University of South Carolina.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brianna Kelly, and I am the transfer coordinator at the University of South Carolina. I'm really excited to be here with you all tonight. I know we don't have much time, so I do want to go ahead and jump right in. As you can see, we have over 27,000 students at our institution, and we are based in Columbia, South Carolina, and we are the flagship for the state of South Carolina, flagship institution. About one-third of our student body are transfer students, and about 30% of those transfer students are from out of state. And of course, Virginia is definitely and has basically always been in our top 10 states for our out-of-state students. As we move into our next slide, we'll talk a little bit about our degree programs. Here's a list of all of the colleges and schools that we offer. We have about 324 combinations of majors, minors, and of course our cognates.
Brianna?
And yes.
Brianna, I'm going to interrupt real quick. If you want to share your screen, we're not seeing the PowerPoint.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was sharing. It's like showing on my screen as sharing. I'm sorry,
okay.
y'all. Thank you. And Allison
No
just shot me that too, so that's helpful.
There it is.
Okay, perfect. I feel like we're supposed to know Zoom in and out, and mine is still weird sometimes. But this was the last slide that I shared with you all, basically just talking about, what our demographics look like on our campus. So in case you all missed that one, my apologies for that. And then here is the list. You can actually see it, the list of our degree programs. And like I said, we do have about 324 combinations of majors, minors, and our cognates. And we do participate in the academic common market. So for any of you who aren't familiar, the academic common market is basically a program that students can take part in, and you have to be from a participating state. Virginia is one, and it basically allows students to fill out an application through your state, and you can then get in-state tuition, but it only works for specific majors. So for us out of Virginia, it's cardiovascular technology, marine science, retailing with a concentration in retail management, risk management and insurance, and Russian. And of course, you all can definitely contact us with any specific questions you have about those majors. So out of all the programs we just talked about 56 of them are nationally ranked. So retailing has a #4 global ranking, and then our international business and our sports science are also nationally ranked programs, and we are very proud of that. Something else that we're very proud of is our student to faculty ratio. I know a lot of times students will kind of, look and be like, this is a huge institution. There's no way I'm going to get what I need, but you will. Our student faculty ratio is 17-1, and a lot of our students are definitely more successful because of that. So now that you know a little bit about USC, let's talk a little bit about the application process before I hand it off. So first things first, when you are applying as a transfer student, you have to submit the application, but there's also a $65 non-refundable application fee. And as we always like to say, 30 college credits is the magic number. If you have 30 or more college credit hours, that basically means that all you have to do is submit the application and transcripts from any of the colleges that you have ever attended. And we will then use that information to make an admissions decision. If you have less than 30 credit hours, keep in mind that you'll also have to submit your final high school transcript and your official SAT or ACT scores. So the application deadlines are as follows. The spring application for 2021 is already open. And just keep in mind that we do not accept majors for business for the spring or for retail management and insurance, of course, that's a part of business. The application for fall 2021 will actually open on February 1st. Now, as far as our GPA requirements, I won't go too much in depth about it, but just keep in mind that the minimum GPA that transfers must have is a 2.25. But some of our majors do require a higher GPA than that. So that's just something for you to keep in mind. We are going to use your coursework to recalculate your GPA, but we are unable to use any non-remedial or developmental coursework. And if you have repeated any courses, as far as taking a course twice or 3 times, just know that we are going to add all of that in. We're going to use all attempts at any courses that you take. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. This is our contact information. Feel free to go ahead and screenshot it really quickly, and you will be in touch whenever you contact us using that inbox for sure. You're going to be in contact with either me or Allison, and we are more than happy to answer any questions that you all have. So thanks again for being here. And at this point, we're going to pass it back over to Russ.
Brianna, thank you. I'm hitting buttons to turn on my video. Before we go to our next presentation, I just want to remind you that you can use the Q&A button to ask questions. Again, name the institution if it's specific to one institution. If it's general, just ask it. But you can do that anytime by using that button. Just wanted to point that out again. Next up now will be the University of Virginia.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthew Mangione. I'm one of the deans in the Office of Undergraduate Admission at the University of Virginia. Thank you all for joining us this evening to learn a little bit about our schools and our transfer processes. The University of Virginia is the public flagship. It's a research institution located in Charlottesville, Virginia, which if you've never been is roughly in the middle of the state. We're about an hour west of Richmond, about 2 hours south of Washington, D.C. And if you're interested in transferring to UVA, you can apply to any of our 7 undergraduate schools and colleges. And keep in mind that outside of students applying to the kinesiology program and the nursing program, all of our students, including our transfers, are coming in undeclared or undecided. And then as a transfer, you'll have 1 to 2 academic semesters in order to specify which program you'd ultimately like to graduate from. And if you're planning on applying as a 3rd-year transfer, so completing 2 full years of academic coursework at your current institution, you can apply to any of our undergraduate schools and colleges. If you're planning on applying as a 2nd-year transfer, so just 1 full academic year at another institution, you can apply to the first 4 colleges and schools you see on your screen. The other 3 schools and colleges are considered upper division schools here, and all that means is that all students, even first years, apply into them as a 3rd year. And we do recommend that if you're interested in those 3 bottom schools or upper division schools, that you complete 2 full years of academic coursework at your current institution and then transfer directly to them. It's a little bit more of a streamlined process than trying to do 1 year at your current school and 1 year at UVA. Now we have 2 different transfer application types. What most of our students are applying through is competitive transfer admission. That's available to all students. You can apply to any of our schools or colleges that way. Around half of the applicants from the Virginia Community College system are offered admission, and around 35% of our overall transfer applicant pool is offered admission. Keep in mind that those rates are a little bit closer to the rates for our larger schools, the College of Arts and Sciences and the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences. Our smaller schools are looking to enroll smaller classes, smaller cohorts. And so it's a little bit more competitive and selective process. Now we also have the Guarantee Admission Agreement, which is available for students in the VCCS. And if you're interested in applying to the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, or the RN to BSN program within the School of Nursing. You can find the actual agreements on our admission website, admission.virginia.edu. There's a transfer tab on there and you can find the actual documents to see exactly what's required. And keep in mind that everything on that agreement must be completed prior to enrollment here at UVA. Now, if you're not able to complete everything on the GAA, do not worry. Only about a couple dozen students end up completing the GAA perfectly every year. Most of our students are coming in with a couple of things missing or just through competitive transfer anyway. So view the guarantee admission agreement as an aspirational document because everything on there is exactly what we're looking for a competitive transfer applicant. And in terms of what we're looking for, the most important part of our transfer application review process is going to be successful completion of our transfer course requirements. I know this slide has a lot of things on it. Don't worry about memorizing it or writing it down. All of our transfer course requirements are available on our admission website, again, under that transfer tab. And there'll be different course requirements for each of our schools and colleges. This is for the College of Arts and Sciences, which most of our transfers apply into. And our transfer course requirements are geared for third-year transfers. So if you're applying as a third year, you want to be done with pretty much all of these requirements. You might be able to catch up on a couple while you're here. And then if you're coming in as a second year, you should be about halfway done. Please don't try to complete 42 credits in just one academic year. You want to be about halfway, a little bit more. In terms of what else is required in the application, we're a common application school, so you can find us on the common transfer application starting now. Embedded in the application will be the essay prompts. We also require college transcripts from every post-secondary institution that you've attended. This would also include any dual enrollment courses you've taken. And we require your official high school transcript or your official GED score reports. Letters of recommendation and standardized testing are optional for all of our transfers. We do have 2 application deadlines. Most of our transfers are applying for fall semester admission. We look to enroll a little less than 700 students every fall. That's a March 1st deadline, and you can apply to any of our schools and colleges. We do enroll a smaller number of students, only around 35 or so every spring. That's an October 1st deadline. And you can apply to the College of Arts and Sciences and a couple of programs in the School of Architecture only. In terms of financial aid, we require both the FAFSA and the CSS profile, which is found on the College Board site. And UVA is proud to be one of only 2 public institutions and one of only around 50 or 60 colleges or universities nationwide that meet 100% of demonstrated need for all US citizens and permanent residents. And what that means is that whatever you and your family can afford to pay, that compared to the total cost of attendance here at UVA, we are meeting that gap or that need 100%. Your financial aid package will cover the rest. And your financial aid package will include grants and scholarships, work study allotments, and possibly loans. I know loans are a scary thing to hear, rightfully so. Less than half of our financial aid packages include loans in them. And for in-state students, it averages to less than $3,000 a year in loans if you have them. And you can use our net price calculator, which is a way for you to put in non-confidential financial information and find out exactly what your package will look like here. And our calculator is found on our Student Financial Services website. So I tried to squeeze as much about our transfer process into this presentation as possible. Of course, there's so much more. Again, definitely visit our admission website. The URL is up there to see those requirements and other FAQs. And feel free to reach out to current UVA undergrads who went through the transfer process. They love talking to prospective students. Thanks again.
Matthew, thank you very much. Again, if you have questions, or any of the attendees, if you have questions, please include them in the Q&A area. Just use the Q&A button and you can type them in and someone or many people will answer them. Next up, representatives from Shenandoah University.
All right, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. My name is Kelsey Szymanski. I am the Assistant Director for Transfer Recruitment at Shenandoah University. Now, if you are not familiar with Shenandoah, we are a small but comprehensive university located in Winchester, Virginia. We're in the beautiful Shenandoah Valley. We have just under 4,000 students total that span across our 8 different schools and divisions. So we have our College of Arts and Sciences. This is our largest school. So for those of you looking at history, biology, pre-health professions, English, those liberal arts majors, that's where you're going to be. The College of Arts and Sciences is also home to our Division of Education and Leadership. So for those of you who are looking at teacher licensure programs, we offer opportunities in elementary, middle, secondary, and special education. I mentioned that the College of Arts and Sciences is our largest school, so it is also home to our Division of Applied Technology, where we have programs in cybersecurity, computer science, and virtual reality. Our conservatory is home to programs in music, theater, and dance, and there's a lot of different cross-collaboration that happens across those different disciplines. Our School of Business is AACSB accredited, and all that accreditation means to you as a student is that it's only given to the top 5% of business schools, so we're really honored to have that accreditation. Our School of Nursing is a direct entry nursing program. So for transfer students, you complete your prerequisites at your current institution, and then when you transfer into Shenandoah, you're going to be starting the program as a nursing major on day one. Now, for those of you who might be looking ahead, we do offer graduate programs in our School of Health Professions, as well as the School of Pharmacy. We have some really great transfer pathways as well for students who are applying to graduate programs out of their senior year at Shenandoah. So it kind of allows you a nice little pathway and an opportunity to secure a seat in one of our highly competitive graduate programs. Now, Shenandoah is part of the I Am Learning program, so all of our students do receive a MacBook Pro, an iPad, and the Apple Pencil. So this just ensures that our students are keeping up with this updated technology, but it's also been really fantastic during this virtual learning. It's allowed all of our students to be on the same learning platform and equal opportunities. Now, I can't talk about Shenandoah without talking about a big piece of our mission statement, even though I know we're all social distancing right now. At Shenandoah, we are very passionate about making sure our students are global citizens. And so we have a few different ways that we offer that to our students. We have traditional study abroad opportunities, which allow our students to study abroad at one of our sister institutions for a semester. We also offer 2 to 3 week global experiential learning trips where you're going to get 3 credits worth of coursework as you travel abroad. And then we have our most popular study abroad option, which is Global Citizenship Project. This is a really unique opportunity for our students to be able to immerse themselves in a brand new culture. It's paid for by the university. You go over spring break, and all that we ask is that you immerse yourselves in a new culture and you come back and share that with the university. So we're definitely looking forward to the day when we're able to offer all of those opportunities to our students again. Now, as a transfer student, you may choose to live on campus or you may choose to be a commuter student. Either way, we hope that you are actively involved in our very active campus life. We have over 90 different clubs and organizations for our students that range from fun activities to service opportunities and even academic opportunities. And if there's a club that you're interested in that we don't offer, it's very easy for you to start that up. All it takes is you, one other student, and then a faculty sponsor. And your first year of funding is actually going to be covered by Student Life, so you can get up and running. For those of you who are my student athletes, Shenandoah is a Division III NCAA school. We do have 22 different sports teams. That's 11 men's teams and 11 women's teams. Our students are true student athletes. The coaches are as invested in what they're doing on the field as how they're performing in the classroom. And even if you're not a student athlete, we hope that you'll go out and support them because all of their games are going to be free to you as students. And I mentioned that we're a small university, so there's a really good chance that you are going to have a student athlete in one of your classes, as well as someone in our conservatory, and their performances are free to you as well. We have over 400 performances a year, so that is more performances in a year than there are days in a year. Go check them out. Our students are so talented. We've had students go on to Broadway, so you never know who you're going to see, and you can say, I saw them when. Now at Shenandoah, we want to support you as a transfer student, so you are able to take part in our learning resources, which offers free peer tutoring, the Writing Center, the Academic Enrichment Center, anything you need to be successful, the learning resources is going to be there for that. Career Services is available starting day one. Do not just wait until your senior year to get that resume edited, to do mock interviews. They do etiquette dinners, anything that you need to jumpstart your pre-professional career. That's what Career Services is for. One opportunity that I think is very unique that we offer at Shenandoah is our Transfer Connection. This is specifically for new transfer students. It's an opportunity for you to get together and ask questions that you might, not be able to ask your professors or current students. It's a way for you to get those questions out of the way and help acclimate to Shenandoah's culture. Now, that's a lot of information about Shenandoah, and there's more that I wish I could tell you, but I do want to spend some time on that admissions process. You can see there the link to the application. We are currently reviewing applications for spring 2021. We do have a suggested deadline of October 1, and our fall 2021 application is open, and we have a suggested deadline of June 1st. We are not on the common application, so you just submit Shenandoah's application, and then you request for your official transcripts to be sent to the Office of Admissions. That's all that we need from you. Once we get your transcripts, we're looking to see that you have a cumulative GPA of a 2.0 or better, and we can award transfer credit for most courses completed with a grade of C- or better. And if you ever have any questions about how your credits will transfer, you can always send those off to the transfer admissions team. We're happy to do a preliminary evaluation of your transcripts. Now I want you to get a look at our contact us screen. Feel free to take a screenshot there. That's how you can best reach the transfer admissions team, either myself, our transfer admissions rep, Alex Moore, or Liz Woodward. You can feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or even send us a text, and we'll be happy to help you out.
Kelsey, thank you very much. And I will that. Next up, our next institution will be Trinity Washington University.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for logging in today. I hope you all are safe. My name is Janice Williams. I am the Transfer Director at Trinity Washington University. So I'm going to give you some information about our institution. So we are located in the nation's capital. We are in the heart of DC. We have access to numerous methods of transportation. We have the metro, we have a bus station. For commuter students, you can also drive to campus. We do have free parking. We also have dorms on campus as well. So if you would like to stay on campus, that is an option. We are the first Catholic liberal arts institution for women. Quick story, at the time, colleges in the area were not allowing women to pursue an education. So Trinity was founded by a group of nuns that wanted to empower women and encourage them to pursue a higher education. We are a small school. We have less than 2,000 students. So your classroom sizes, they're going to be small. They're going to be engaging. You'll definitely get to know your instructors, definitely get to engage with your classmates as well. We are a very diverse school. So about 90% of our student population are minority students. We do have 5 schools at Trinity. So as far as our undergraduate courses, we offer those under the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Nursing and Health Professions, and the School of Professional Studies. We also have graduate programs too, with the School of Business and Graduate Studies and the School of Education. So today I'm going to cover the first 3 schools very quickly. We do have a lot of campus resources available to all of our students, including transfers. We want to make sure that you are supported academically, but as well as emotionally, physically, career-wise too. So we do offer a number of services. As you can see here, we have career services, academic support with a writing center, tutoring, sports and wellness center. So if you like to stay fit and active, you absolutely have access to that. It's free as a student. And then we have a health and wellness center. If you need assistance adjusting to college life, coping with the pandemic, we have services available as well. We do have a pretty active student life. I always encourage students to participate. If you're able to, we are a Division III school. We offer soccer, basketball, softball, volleyball, and tennis. We do have lots of clubs, organizations, student government councils as well. The good thing about Trinity, again, it's small. So if you see that there's not a club or an organization already in place, you can absolutely start one. So with the College of Arts and Sciences, this is for daytime and women only. The top here, we have a list of the majors that we offer. The smaller font at the bottom are the minors that we offer. Some of our popular programs, pre-licensure nursing, biology as well, and business administration. So applying to the College of Arts and Sciences, very simple. We have a free application. We do not have a deadline to apply. We do accept applications year-round. We're currently admitting students for spring 2021 as well as fall 2021. We accept up to 75 transfer credits. We'll take the credits if you've earned them from a regionally accredited school and if you have a grade of C or higher. In addition to the application, we do have to have your essay. Your essay should just address why you're interested in pursuing a degree. Let us know your strengths and weaknesses as well. And then we also require a letter of recommendation. About the transcripts, we do have to have official transcripts from each school where you've earned college credit. Main thing I want to point out, everyone that is admitted to the College of Arts and Sciences, you receive a scholarship. That scholarship ranges anywhere between $8,000 and $15,000. It's renewable every year under the College of Arts and Sciences, as long as you maintain at least a 2.0. So we also have the School of Nursing and Health Professions. Again, pre-licensure nursing. We do have the RN to BSN. So if you are attending a community college and you've earned your registered nurse license, you can pursue either the BSN or you can go straight from the RN to MSN. Similar to the College of Arts and Sciences, go to our website to apply. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. We have to have all official transcripts. We need an essay, a letter of recommendation. As far as a GPA, we are looking for at least a 2.75. Then finally, we have our School of Professional Studies. Now those are co-ed evening and weekend degree programs. Really big on early childhood education. That's our most popular major. The good thing about the School of Professional Studies is very flexible. So as far as classes, you would just be meeting 1 day a week, typically about 3 to 3.5 hours. And we do also have experiential learning. So if you have work experience, life experience, volunteer experience, if you feel that you would like to do experiential learning in place of a class, you may earn up to 30 credits that way. Similar to the College of Arts and Sciences and the School of Nursing, application is free. We accept up to 75 transfer credits. You need a C or higher, and then we require an essay as well. So we do encourage students to apply for financial aid. About 85% of our students are Pell eligible. So I encourage everyone to apply for financial aid, see what you're eligible for. We do also have scholarships available as well. We do have scholarships within Trinity as well as outside scholarships that we recommend. So thank you so much and you have a good evening.
Denise, thank you very much. And I will remind you yet again for the attendees that you can ask questions at any time using the Q&A button. Just type them in and someone will be able to answer them. As Mary gets ready to present, we don't have the representative here from Randolph College, so we'll skip right ahead to Emory and Henry College for our final presentation of this session.
Thank you, Russ. Let's get this on here. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for attending. I'm Mary Bold from Emory and Henry College. We are located at Exit 26 as our main campus on the I-81 corridor. We also have 5 other sites where we offer classes and instruction. Before I go any further, I want to tell you about our transfer process in our recent program. We have guaranteed admission agreements with all of the community colleges in Virginia. and a few in Tennessee. But last year we signed a concurrent enrollment agreement with 3 community colleges in Virginia. And that means it's, at first it starts out as a concurrent admission, because if you were at one of our community college partners and you are attending classes there, you can apply to be a concurrent admitted student at Emory and Henry, which means you will have an Emory and Henry ID, you attend Emory and Henry functions, use of the library. There are some requirements, and the main one is that you do complete your associate's degree at the community college. Some of the benefits is that during your time at the community college, you can be advised with financial aid, coursework, help with your majors, and you're offered a free upper level class in your last term at the community college. So we have just started that program. We have one enrolled already. Let's see. Our student population is about 1,250, and that includes our undergrad and our grad programs. Our School of Health Sciences is located in Marion, Virginia, about 30 minutes up the road. Again, that's one of our sites. We have physician's assistant, physical therapy, occupational therapy, and physical therapy. Let's see. We also have award-winning equestrian program. We have our other site is on exit 10, our barn and our stables, and our horses are located just up the road. One of our majors is theater, and we have just formed a partnership with the Barter Theatre. A lot of our students do internships there. It's pretty exciting when you see some of the students that you enroll appearing in the Barter stage, and then again moving on to even bigger places. We are the only school in Virginia that offers the credit for hiking the Appalachian Trail. We call it we call it the semester trail, and you can get 2 hours of credits 2 course credits for doing that. We also, our education program, we're K through high school. We also have special endorsements in special ed. We also offer a fast track master's program where if you're finished your degree and it's one of the courses that's taught in high school, then you can spend 1 extra year and get your master's. We also have the 5th year master's program. And a good majority of our students have been hired by the school systems by the time they graduate. Just this fall, we started engineering science. We found out at some of the fairs that everybody would ask, do you have engineering? So we were lucky that we got the support and funding to start our engineering program. Starting fall of 2021 is our School of Business. This is going to be located in Kierkegaard Hall, and we will be, we've just hired the dean, who is has a very good background of starting new programs, and we'll be rolling those out in the fall. I have already told you about applying as transfers. All we need is, this year we've suspended the essay part of it. That may just be until the end of this year and start again, but we will need your transcripts from every institution that you've attended after high school. We will also guarantee that we will have a transcript evaluation turnaround within 2 weeks so that you can get the full picture of what you'll be looking at. We also invite you to come visit the classes and get to know the students on campus before you decide. As far as financial aid, we have academic and merit scholarships. They're designated scholarships for transfer students. We have performance and affinity scholarships. The grants, we do ask that you complete the VTAG so that we are able to give you that is the best way we can give you the bottom line costs. We have the LIFT program, which started out as a program for Southwest Virginia students. It is for students who are Pell eligible. We have our Army ROTC program, work study. These are, and I'm not going to read every one of these to you, but you can see who we have special veterans programs. And we, again, we accept, this is for the high school students. We accept 75 credits as a transfer student, up to 75 credits. And we will, if you decide to leave and move on to a different, want to start your 4-year sooner, we will accept 12 to 15 to start with. But we recommend that you complete your associate's degree before transferring. Again, some of those scholarships, we can get you, this is the list that I'm gonna skip over this because I'm running out of time, but you can find this on our website, and we're gonna go over that. And this is our information where you can reach us. Again, if things get back to normal, I have offices at Virginia Highlands, and I'm there Mondays 9 to 4. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary. And thank you for everyone presenting this evening. And thank you for attending tonight and for joining us. When you close your window and leave this webinar, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at the same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. Thank you again for coming tonight, and have a good evening.